Hey, this is Scott Bonsai. Today I'm doing another photo walk with that point of view style. In this case, I was using the Canon EOS M50 with the Sigma 16mm f1.4 DC-DN lens. It's a very unique lens for this system. You get a nice wide view, but also the large aperture. I decided to visit a place called Sinisippi Park on the riverfront. They have a beautiful lighting display. I was curious to see how it was this year. Definitely very improved from previous years. Wanted to get there early because I would assume there would be a lot of people, and actually by the time that I left there were definitely a lot of people around, which makes it difficult for photography. Especially with how structured this is, going through the pathway, having a lot of people around would have made it a lot more difficult for photos. It's open to the public, free, and a great opportunity to take photos, try things out in a darker situation. In Illinois, this time of year, it gets dark very quickly, so maybe around 4:30 p.m. or so. That's a big benefit. If you don't want to go out late in the winter months, you have options to do nighttime photography. As I did get there pretty early, it was still bright out. They gave me some unique photography from start to finish, because I went through once, it was still bright out, gives me a different look compared to going through a second time and much darker. I was using GoPro Hero 9 Black with the Max Lens mod. The thing about the Max Lens mod, it gives you a wider field of view, which is great, but it also uses less of the sensor, which isn't great for low light. You can see on my second run through, the GoPro footage was significantly worse. Stabilization, everything, it just falls apart when it gets darker. For my first time through, I was using aperture priority, simple enough, easy. I got to focus on composition. The lighting was fine. Gives me a lot of options there and just simplifies the whole process. For my second way through, I was using full manual. That way I can control the exposure exactly how I want and adjust the shutter speed so I don't get blur in the photos. I did have to sacrifice ISO, but that's just how it goes, even with f1.4. I did want a darker look for the second run to really emphasize the lighting. Actually, using this wide lens was a bit challenging in some situations, trying to have enough interest in the photos. So that means I generally had to be relatively close to the lights themselves. Taking wider shots is fine as well, and I did do that. So with the wider shots, I was trying to find angles, find positions where I could get a lot of the lights in the frame. Have the main building in the frame, which is a conservatory. That definitely helped the situation to increase interest throughout the photo. It was really windy, but overall, I enjoyed going through that. Definitely an interesting thing to check out this time of year. Great having different options throughout the year to do different styles of photography. Make this time of year more enjoyable for everyone. Like my previous video, I want to emphasize going out there, using photography as a motivator, a facilitator to doing things. In this case, going out to a beautiful lighting display in the winter season, and also trying out a new lens. That 16mm is really interesting. I've been using it for streaming. The large aperture plus that focal length is an interesting combination, and I'm definitely going to enjoy using this more and more into the future. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Scott Bonsai. Thanks. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and the super thanks feature. All that helps out a lot. See ya. That was pretty cool. Very beautiful. It's interesting that they have it so structured, but if it works, it works.